Hey everyone, this is your educator Surbhi Gangwar, and today we are going to do arithmetic progression in one shot. Together with we are going to do PYQs for your boards examination. With this, let's start today's session. If any one of you want to explore the Unacademy subscription platform, you can take the Unacademy subscription by using my referral code, that is Surbhi Live. By applying this code, you will be getting 10% discount in the Unacademy subscription. So as you all know, Surbhi is my name, and Live, Surbhi Live will give you 10% discount in the Unacademy subscription, and there you will be getting personalized courses, and together with you will be getting doubt clearing session, together with you will be getting notes also. Lots of educators are taking classes on that platform, so you guys can explore that category. Okay, together with we have iconic subscriptions also. If you want to take iconic subscriptions are most personalized. You will be getting one-to-one mentorship on the iconic subscription. With this, let's start today's session. What are the arithmetic progression? So let's start. An arithmetic progression is that list of numbers in which the first term is given and each term other than the first term is obtained by adding a fixed number d to the preceding term. That means if you are adding one fixed number to the first term, you will be getting the second term. When you are adding d to the second term, you will be getting the third term. So in arithmetic progression, the difference of two consecutive terms always remains the constant, and that constant is called as common difference. Okay, so here we know the fixed term d is known as the common difference of the arithmetic progression. Its value can be positive, negative or 0. The first term is denoted by a or a1 and the last term is denoted by l. So let's take an example like a plus d, a plus 2d. So this is your general AP in which you can check the difference of two consecutive terms is d. The difference of two consecutive terms is d. Okay, so in arithmetic progression, the difference of two consecutive terms remains d, that is constant, that is fixed. So difference can be positive, can be negative, can be 0 also. Okay, so with this, let's start. Let's move forward. So symbolic form, let us denote the first term of an AP by a1, second term by a2 and the nth term by an. So the common difference by d, so AP becomes a1, a2, a3 up to an. So a2 minus a1 equal to a3 minus a2 and so on, an minus 1. Always remains d. D is the constant. The difference between the two consecutive terms always remains the same, that is d. D is constant. Okay, so we have two types of AP, that is infinite AP and finite AP. Finite AP are those AP in which we know the last term. It may be noted that each such AP has the last term. Infinite APs are those we don't know the last term. An AP in which the number of terms is not finite is called infinite. It is noteworthy that such APs do not have last term. The AP which do not have last term are called as infinite AP. The AP which has last term is called as finite AP, because we know the number of terms. If we are having last term, we can tell the number of terms in that AP, but if we don't have the last term, we cannot tell the last term of that AP. Okay, so those AP are called as infinite AP, and those AP which have the last term are called as finite AP. Let's move forward. The general term of an AP is a plus n minus 1d. How it comes? So let's take an example. First term is a, your second term will be a plus d, your third term will be a plus 2d, and your last term will be a plus n minus 1d, because you can say in the second term the coefficient of d is 1. In the third term the coefficient of d is 2. So in the nth term the coefficient of d is n minus 1. So from here an is equals to a plus n minus 1d. You can denote it as tn also. So tn is equals to a plus n minus 1d. This is your nth term of this AP. Okay, so together with, let's start with a few questions. This is your PYQ 2012. Find 100 is the term of this AP or not. So you all know that A is 25. D will be 28 minus 25. That means 3. Okay, so now 100 is the term of this AP or not. So Tn will be 100. Now you need to apply the formula Tn is equals to A plus n minus 1d. So Tn is your 25. Tn is equals to 100, A is 25, n minus 1, your D is 3. So you can check this out. 75 is equals to n minus 1 into 3. So your n minus will be 75 by 3. That is 25. N will be 26. So yes, as we are getting n as a natural number, so we can say that 100 is the term of this AP and the position of term is 26th. So 100 is the 26th term of this AP. Okay, so very simple. Only in this formula only you have 4 things: an, a, n and d, and out of 4 you in the question 3 things will be given and you need to find the 4th term. It can be an, it can be a, it can be n, it can be d, anyone it can be asked. Okay, so let's start with the second question. Is 184 is the term of this AP or not? So you all know a is 3, your d will be 7 minus 3, that is 4. Your Tn will be 184. So just apply the formula Tn is equals to a plus n minus 1d. Again same as the previous one. So you can put a 184 is equals to 3 plus n minus 1 into 4. So you can say 181 upon 4 and you can check that 181 upon 4 is not a natural number and the position of a term cannot be in fraction, because you cannot say the position of this term is 2 by 3, 2 by 5. Position should be a natural number. So 184 is not the term of this AP. So 184 is not the term of this AP. Okay, let's move forward with the next one. Next question. If 5 times the 5th term of an AP is equal to the 8 times of 8th term. So 5 times the 5th term. So let first term is A, and common difference is D. 5 times the 5th term. 5th term will be A plus 4D. 5 times the 5th term is equals to 8 times the 8th term. Because Tn is equals to A plus n minus 1D. So when you solve this, 5a plus 20d is equals to 8a plus of 5060. So you can say 3a is equals to minus of what you will be getting when you subtract that, you will be getting 6 and 3060. So your a will be minus 12d. So now it is asking show that 13th term is 0. So what will be the 13th term? 13th term will be a plus 13 minus 1d. That is minus 12d plus of 12d. That means 0. So your 13th term will be 0 and hence proved. So what you need to do? You need to calculate the a and d. That's it. Once you calculate a in terms of d, just substitute in the equation and you will be getting T13 is equals to 0. So with this, let's start with the next one. Find the middle term of this AP. To calculate the middle term position, you need to find the total number of terms. So we all know A is equals to 213 and D will be 205 minus 213. That means 8 minus 8. Okay, and your Tn will be 37. So just calculate the total number of terms. So you can apply the formula Tn is equals to A plus n minus 1D. That is 37 is equals to 213 plus n minus 1 into minus 8. Okay. So once you calculate this, you will be getting 37 minus 213 is equals to n minus 1 into minus 8. And what you will be getting, once you subtract that, you will be getting how much? 6 and 20, 176 minus of 8 into n minus 1. Just check once. Yes. So n minus 1 will be 22. N will be 23. So total number of terms are 23, and if total number of terms are odd, then middle term will be, what will be the middle term? Middle term will be n plus 1 by 2th term. So that means 23 plus 1 by 2, that means 22nd term. So now you need to file the 22nd term. 22nd term will be A plus 21D. So A will be 213, 21 into 20. D is how much? Minus 8. So you will be getting 213 minus of 168. And you will be getting the answer. What is the answer now? You can subtract that and you will be getting the answer. You will be getting 5 and it 45. So its middle term is 45. You can check. Just what you need to do, you need to find the middle term position wait. It will be 24 by 2, that means 12th. It means 12th term. 12th term यानी कि यहाँ पे you will be getting 11. यहाँ पे you will be getting 11, that is 88. I'm so sorry for that. Okay, so once you subtract 88, this will be 5, and यहाँ पे you will be getting 12, यानी that means 125 it will be. Check this out. Yes, 125 will be the middle term, because the middle term will be the 12th term. So 12th term will be a plus 11d. It will be 12th term. I'm not 22. It will be 12th term. So 12th term will be 11. Will be a plus 11d. A is 213. 11 into minus 8, that is 213 minus 88. That means 125 will be the answer. With this, let's move forward. That is rth term from the end. If you know the last term, then if I am asking the rth term from the end, then you can apply this formula, that is a plus n minus r plus 1d, because rth term from the end will be n minus r plus 1 term from the end, n minus r plus 1th term from the end. Okay, so rth from the end, you can apply this concept also. Either I am telling you, don't go with this formula, because rth term from the end, if we are asking, let's suppose I am giving you an example. Let's suppose a plus d, a plus 2d, a plus 3d, a plus 4d, a plus 5d. If I am asking, we have total 6 terms. If I am asking second term from the end, then what you need to do? Second term from the end will be 6 minus 2, that is 4 plus 1, that is 5th term from beginning. 5th term from the beginning. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So rth term from the end will be a n minus r plus 1th term from the beginning. So once you put this value from the beginning, you will be getting a plus n minus r plus 1 minus 1d. So here it should not be equal to 1. So this one will get cancelled. So if you want to calculate from the starting term, you need to find the n minus r first. Then you need to put the values. But if I am applying the second formula, I don't want to calculate r, I don't want to calculate the total number of terms, you can directly apply this formula, that is L plus r minus 1 into minus d. That means L minus r minus 1d. You can directly apply this formula, where L be the last term, d will be the common difference, and r is the position of the term from the end. Why I am using that? Because if you will be using this formula, you need to calculate the n also. But in this case, no need to calculate the n. You can directly put the values and you can find the term. Okay. Let's suppose I am giving you the example, and I will be solving this question from both the method. Okay. So if I am using this formula, they are asking 7th term from the end. So they are asking r is equals to 7, a will be 7, and your d will be 3. So if you are using 7th term from the end, you can apply the formula L minus r minus 1 into 3. So that means what will be the L? Yes, 184 minus 7 minus 1 into 3. So you can apply 184 minus of 18. That means 6 and 166. This will be your answer. Now I want to use the first formula. So you can use a plus n minus r into d. So your a will be 7 plus n. You need to calculate the total number of terms first. So you need to know 184 is equals to 7 plus n minus 1 into d. So you need to calculate 184 minus 7, that is 7, and it will be how much? 7. Yes, it will be 7 and 7. N minus 1 into 3. N will be 60. So you need to put 60 minus 7 into 3. That means 7 plus 53 into 3. That means 7 plus That means how much? 666166. See, you can calculate by using this formula also or by using this formula also. But this will be the easiest one because here you need not to calculate the total number of terms. But in this formula you need to calculate the total number of terms because the formula is a plus n minus r into d. So for that you need to know that how many terms are there in this AP, that is n. So you need to calculate the n also. So we generally use this formula to calculate the RF term from the end. Got it everyone? Got it? So let's move forward. Find the 30th term of this AP. A is 10, D is 7 minus 10, that is minus 3. They are asking 30th term. That means 30th term they are asking, that means okay, n is 30. That means T30 will be 10 plus 29 into minus 3. Now you can calculate very easily. Minus of 77 will be your 77 will be your answer. Check this out. Check this out. Let's move forward. That is sum of n terms. Sum of n terms of the arithmetic progression. So we know that there are two formulas. One is Sn is equals to n by 2, 2a plus n minus 1d. Or you can use this formula also, n by 2 a plus l, where a is the first term, l be the last term. So if last term is given, you can directly apply this formula. If last term is not given, you can apply this formula. Both the formula will be applicable in terms of sum of n terms. So in the formula Sn is equals to n by 2, 2a plus n minus 1d, there are four quantities Sn, a, n and d. If any of these three of these are given, the fourth one can be determined, same as the Tn. Tn also have all the four things, three things will be given and you need to calculate the fourth thing. So actually AP is completely depends on the formula, not anything else. If you know the formula, you can calculate the value, that's it. So let's move forward. So here one more remark too is that An, that is Tn, your Tn will be Sn minus 1. This is one of the very important result because if you are subtracting n term sum, Sn minus term, you will be getting the last term. If you are subtracting 6 terms sum from the 7 terms sum, you will be getting the 7th term. Okay, so you can directly apply this one if we want to calculate Tn and Sn is given. With this, let's start with a few questions. How many terms of this AP will be taken to get the sum 0? So here Sn is equals to 0, A will be 65 and your D will be 60 minus 65, that means minus 5. So Sn is equals to 0, that means n by 2, 2a, 2 into 65 plus of n minus 1 into d, yani ki minus 5. So you can like this, 65 into 2, that means 130 n minus of 5n square plus of 5n equal to 0. And you can like n square minus n, wait, this should not be n, this is minus 5. 5n square minus of 26n, wait, something is wrong here. Let me solve this one more time. Yes. So here it is given d is minus 5, 2a plus n minus 1 into d. So you will be getting 130n, okay, minus of sum will be equal to 0. Okay. Don't solve this. Let's solve this one more time. I made some mistake. Yes. So what you need to do, you can multiply this n also. You will be getting 130 minus of 5n plus of 5 equal to 0. You will be getting how much? 135 minus 5n equal to 0. So you can get n equal to 0 and 5n minus 5n equal to minus 135. So n will be 27. The sum of 27th term will be 0. You can check 27th term, 27 by 2, 2a, 65 into 2 plus of 26 into minus 5. You can check this, you will be getting 130 minus of 130. You will be getting 0. So sum of 27 terms is 0. So the answer will be 27. 27 terms sum will be 0 or 0 term sum will be 0. So you all know that if we are taking 0 term, then the sum always be 0. So the answer will be 27 in this case. Okay, so with this let's move forward with the next question. Find the sum of first 8 multiples of 3. So the first multiple will be 3, second will be 6, third will be 9 and so on. So you need to find the sum of first 8 multiples. The formula will be Sn will be n by 2, 2a plus n minus 1d. So n is 8, 8 by 2, 6 plus n minus 1 into 3. That means 4. They are asking 8. So it will be 8. 6 plus 21. That means 27 into 4. 108 will be the answer. Check this out. The sum of first 8 multiples of 3 will be 108. So you can apply 8 by 2, 2a, 6 plus 7d. 21, 6, 4. That means 27 into 4. That means 108. With this, let's move forward with one more question. This is one of the very important question frequently asked in objective questions also. If Sn denote the sum of n terms of an AP whose common difference is d, the first term is a, then what will be this? So we all know that Sn minus 1 minus Sn minus 1 plus Sn minus 2. So this will be Tn, as we all know that Tn will be Sn minus 1 and Tn minus 1 will be Sn minus 1 minus Sn minus 2. Just substitute n minus 1 in place of n minus n. So you will be getting this. So you can take minus common from here. You will be getting Sn minus 1 minus Sn minus 2. So this will be your Tn minus 1. So Tn minus 1, that means D. D is the answer for this one. Simplest question. Okay. So with this, let's move forward. So we have one more question. If S1 is equals to S1 plus S5 plus S7 is equals to 167. S10 is 235. Find the AP. So S5, that means 5 by 2. 2A plus 4D plus 7 by 2. 2A plus 6D is equals to 167. So you can solve this. You will be getting 10A plus 20D plus 14A plus 42D divided by 2 is equals to 167. That means 24A, that means 12A. That means 62, that means 30, 62 divided by 2, 31D is equals to 167. Check this out. Okay, so now you can solve the second one. 10 by 2, 2A plus 9D equal to 235. So you can cancel this out. 67. So 2A plus 9D is equals to 67. This is your second equation. This will be your first equation. Just solve both the equation. Okay. So what you need to do? You need to multiply both the equation. You need to solve them linearly and calculate A and D. Then write down the AP. Okay. Sn denotes the sum of the first term. AP. They are asking about the AP. So what you need to do? You need to calculate A and D and then substitute the values and you will be getting the answer. Got it, everyone? So what you need to know? You need to calculate the terms A and D. After calculating the A and D, you will be getting the answer. Okay? Okay. So what is given? S5 5 by 2 2A plus 4D. S7 7 by 2 2A plus 6D is 167. Made one equation. S10 is 235 10 by 2 2A plus 9D 235. 2A plus 9D will be 67. This is your equation number 1. This is your equation number 2. Solve both the equation and you will be getting the answer. That's it. So I am not going to solve this. You can solve by your own. This is one of the easiest question. So yes. This will be, I think so, this will be 47. This will be your 47. So just multiply this by 6. You will be getting 12A, 54D. You can calculate that. This will be 1. So you can subtract them. This will get cancelled. This will be 3 and 23D minus of. And it will be how much? How much? 5 and it will be 5 and it will be 1 and it will be 115, is it? So this will get cancelled. So D will be 115 by 23. Check this out. Yes, 5. 115. 23 into 5 will be 115. D will be 5. You can substitute here. So your 2A will be 45 will be 47 and your A will be 1. Your A will be 1, D will be 5, AP will be 1, 6 and then 1, 6 and then 6 plus 5, 11 and so on. This will be your AP. Okay. So with this, let's move forward. The sum of n terms of an AP is this. Find the nth term. So as I have told you in the beginning, Tn will be Sn minus 1. So just apply the formula. Tn will be 5n minus n square minus of 5n minus 1 minus n minus 1 square. So you will be getting 5n minus n square minus of 5n plus 5 minus of n square minus of 1 plus of 2n. So n square will get cancelled. No, this will be minus plus. This will be minus plus. This will be minus 2n. So here we have 2 minus. No, so this will get cancelled. Yes. So now you can say n square will be cancelled. This will get cancelled. You will be getting 6 minus 2n. That means you can take 2 common, you will be getting 3 minus 2n. This is your Tn, nth term. Okay. So with this, let's move forward. This was the last question for today's session. So we have completed AP in one shot with few PYQs. Okay. So I can tell you one more important thing, that Unacademy subscription platform is the best platform for all of you because we are providing quality education, well-planned courses on that platform. So if you want to explore the Unacademy subscription, you can use my referral code to get the 10% discount. Code is SURBHILIVE, SURABHILIV. This is my referral code. You will be getting 10% discount in the Unacademy subscription. Together with, we have one more feature on the Unacademy that you can ask your doubt. Just send your doubt. We will be providing you the solution. Okay. So what are the features of the Unacademy subscription? You will be getting live classes, unlimited access for the courses, top educators of India courses, regular doubt clearing session, coverage of syllabus, batch courses, test series, practice test, study material and mentorship and guidance. These are the benefits of the Unacademy subscription platform. So if you want to explore, use my referral code SURBHILIVE. By using this code, you will be getting 10% discount. If you are in class 10, this is the perfect time to take the subscription because if you are taking for 1 year, so once your 10th will be completed, you can start your 11th from that day on. So okay, so use code SURBHILIVE to get that Unacademy subscription platform. So we have iconic subscriptions also. There we will be providing you most personalized session. You will be getting a personalized mentorship. So there also you can use SURBHILIVE code to get the 10% discount. So with this, let's end today's session. We will be meeting in the next session. Till then, take care of yourself. Bye bye everyone. Take care and God bless you. Bye bye.